Hey, Natty here. So this clip is actually taken from my most recent stream I did about like one day ago, and it kind of tackles around like how adaptations are kind of law when it comes to discussion and discourse on anime. If you want to find my Twitch, it's Natty47 on Twitch.tv, and I also can be found on Twitter at Natty47. Same thing. There will be a link on Twitter as well if you can't search it up on Twitch. So I hope you enjoy this clip. I think I had a decent discussion or decent points I wanted to make enough to at least clip it. So I hope you enjoy. And I mean, Tokyo Revenge Anime is fine. I saw like the first like 16 episodes or something. No, I finished it. Didn't I? I don't even remember I finished it because I know I left up on a cliffhanger. I'm pretty sure I did finish it. Let you finish. Are you good? Niggas too desperate not to read manga, so they watch King. Okay, y'all. Hold on. I'll hold off on this because that's the whole. I actually would love to talk about this. The fact that a lot of people, because I'm literally in a. Okay, so for reference, I'm in a TikTok server, and I literally went in there. By the way, before y'all say I'm cringe, I went in there so I wanted to debate the main guy who was in there because he had some really dog shit opinions. But after talking to him, he kind of explained why he had those opinions. Even though I feel like the way he talks about them and the way like a lot of people on that app like discuss anime and manga is just really fucking horrible because it just this series is bad, but they've only experienced one part of it, and they won't give the source material or like a better adaptation of it a chance. Because sometimes the anime could just be better than the manga, like Mob Psycho, for example. Even though I think Mob Psycho's anime is better, I think there is a actual benefit to reading the manga. You get to see one grow as an artist. If you look at One Punch Man's webcomic, you can see how one took like his experience from doing Mob and adapting that into his art style, even though it's still like sketchy and rough as fuck, right? You can see the way he adapts his art style into One Punch Man's like sketchy, rough art style. Nah, I'm not. I'm not putting that shit out because I don't know if they really want me to do that. I just post my thing in there. They don't talk about it. They can't. I don't care. But I only went in there because he was kind of wait. I found him out funnier than the anime. I disagree with that, but I mean, to each their own, right? I ain't gonna flame you for that. I don't really care. But no, what I was saying was that he put like My Hero. He hated My Hero. He hated Black Clover. He hated Monster, and he hated it was another manga. It was something else. One Piece, right? Put those, which obviously he's doing a live stream. TikTok is a bunch of like I don't know if I can say that word. TikTok is a bunch of dumbasses who don't know how to debate or talk about shit and without having bad faith. So he put those. I'm pretty sure to have people come to his stream and discuss it and just get mad at him, right? So that explains it. You know, that's how you brand. That's how you bait niggas, right? And he was talking about it. I'm hearing the shit he's saying. I'm like, okay, he has a server. No one's really in this shit, unlike usually. So I'm like, let me talk about this nigga. So I got into like at least an hour and a half talk about him. And I started to slowly see why he had these opinions. He talked about One Piece, and I asked him, all right, why the fuck you don't like One Piece? Because everyone loves One Piece. If you don't like One Piece, most people have extremely slight or really bad reasons why they don't. Because I'm not saying like you gotta love One Piece, but you have to have at least have some type of good argument why it's bad in your eyes. And he just said because he'd been watching the anime. They already stopped there. I'm like, even then I could kind of see, but if you've been watching it all, he said he was watching it all these years, caught up, and it just seemed like he just wasn't enjoying himself. And I'm pretty sure that's due to the slow, extremely slow pacing of the anime, which I can at least give him that. And then with Monster, I'm never recommending the Monster anime. I don't know why the fuck you would put yourself through 74 episodes of Sleeper when you can just read a better manga that's way better paced and probably shouldn't be 74 fucking episodes. Because, good lord, Monster anime is slow. It's fast but slow at the same time because just the way Monster goes about shit, it's way better of a read than it is a watch. Black Clover, I just explained why I don't like Black Clover's anime. And My Hero, if you don't like My Hero, you don't like My Hero. I'm not about to fucking argue with it because I've already argued with multiple people. Even in my own personal life, I've argued with people why they don't like My Hero, and I just don't got the fucking time. I'm not about to sit here and tell you this, that, and the other about a series you don't like, even if you have a really stupid reason why. But like, that was whatever. So he seemed like an okay guy. He wasn't like, I'm not about to like, it was like 4 o'clock at night. I'm not about to like yell at this nigga. Be like, you're fucking brain dead, you're fucking stupid. And then like the one thing that threw me off was when he said something about the way he discusses. Because I think a lot of people get mixed up is that you can like a series but just not feel strongly about it. Or you can just not feel strongly about a series, but that doesn't mean you don't like it. The thing about it is I'm pretty sure he just said something's bad, which I think is already really bad off the bat. Like, for example, last month or 2 months ago, I read Attack on Titan. He got like a 7.5. We're probably going to go over it on this stream anyway. But I don't feel that strongly about Attack on Titan. I think it does a lot of good stuff, and I think it has a really well-written story. But I don't feel that strongly about it. But I'm not about to sit here and say Attack on Titan is fucking bad. And I feel like a lot of people say that. And I think it's even worse when you watch an anime adaptation and you just call that series bad. Because I gave him an example about Beelzebub, which I just found out was done by Period, and that explains a fucking lot why that anime is dog shit. Because I think Beelzebub, after thinking about it, is like an 8 to me now. I really do enjoy it. And I think it really does deserve the respect it gets. But the way, when I asked him about it, he said, yeah, I fucking hate Beelzebub. And I asked him, how did you experience it? He said the anime. And for Beelzebub's anime, for context, it barely gets through half of the story, and it ends up an anime ending that just isn't that good. Plus, the animation is pretty bad, and it just isn't funny. Like, I already didn't find Beelzebub that funny until like later on in the manga, but like, just the way it was handled was bad, and I think that just fucks over the reception for a lot of series, because instead of just saying this part of the series is bad, or this version of the series is bad, you just call the whole thing bad. And that's just how you get like people talking shit about like One Piece. That's why you still got a lot of people talking shit about Naruto. That's why Bleach, no matter what, is still gonna have this dog shit reception, because most people watch anime instead of reading manga. And it fucking sucks. And you can't really do nothing, and you shouldn't. I mean, we saw like, a lot of people try, a lot of people post this good shit about it. And even then with people who read manga, they still have dog shit takes. They still say shit about like Run a Girlfriend, for example, have like horrendous fucking pacing when you're just experiencing the fucking manga weekly, and that's the only reason you're bitching and moaning. So you see like 3-hour videos about Run a Girlfriend. No one's fucking respecting the series anymore. When it's funny that people are saying that when no one has had an issue with the series until this new arc has happened, and everyone's saying like nothing's happened over this series. The series fucking dog shit. But it's only started when you niggas started this new arc. And I do agree, it's really weirdly paced. But it's because you're reading it weekly. And people don't seem to understand that. And now, when Run a Girlfriend Season 2 comes out, it's going to be a lot of people dick riding the hate for it, and not even going to get some of the love it does. Because I think Season 2 is going to develop, I'm not sure where it's going to cover, but if it covers what I think it's going to cover, like close to the movie arc, it's going to be fucking great. But yeah, it sucks how series reception comes along for like a lot of shows. Because it just feels like no one really likes to specify what they mean by something. You can feel like they shouldn't have to. It should be like, they should be able to do their own research. But a lot of people are stupid, right? Like, a lot of people just aren't going to go through that research. Nobody's going to really do that shit. Especially if you're casual, you're really not about to do that shit. You're just going to go off word of mouth. Or mouth of word, I don't know the fucking phrase. And it sucks that it's got to be like that. It really does. Because it just fucks a lot of reception, fucks a lot of people's opinion. You get a lot of bad faith discourse, and it just sucks. I don't really know much about, might mute Run a Girlfriend on Twitter when Season 2 comes out. Shit, you might want to mute it when fucking Attack on Titan Part 2, Season 4 comes out. That's about to be hell. Because niggas are extremely stupid about the ending for Attack on Titan. That's one of the most pretty actually decent endings I've ever read, and it makes no sense to me why people don't like it. Also, speaking of Attack on Titan, actually speaking of this all anime, because sometimes they just don't realize the anime changes shit. Like, people know that like Fullmetal Alchemist has a like 2003 or 2002, I'm pretty sure, has a anime only ending. They know Solar has an anime only ending. Some people just may not realize for some series they have anime only aspects of it. And we all know of recent Promised Neverland had an anime only ending. And some people just don't realize that the adaptation for some series could change how things go from like manga. So I think the most clear example for me right now is One Mob Psycho, because they changed. I think Season 1 brought stuff that's way later in the manga and brought us to the forefront for Season 1. No, in the manga. Like, there's a arc or like a part in the manga where they go to a school dressed up girls and mob exercises one. And that's like a big part of that episode. But that shit's like way later in the manga. Not anywhere near the front of the manga or where it came in. And a lot of people may not even realize that when they're reading the manga. They may like read through it or like just read off where season 1 ended or season 2 ended. And it did not have a lot of the funny or like side gags or stuff that could have been in the manga. That's also that's a whole different topic of niggas not reading from chapter 1 when they end off an anime. Cause that shit's mad cringe, and I don't know why anyone just doesn't read from season 1. From chapter 1, Jesus. So people did that with Attack on Titan. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did that with Black Clover, because people still got dumb takes about fuck everyone, they're annoying. People got really bad takes about Black Clover, My Hero, fucking Attack on Titan, and there's another series I'll talk about, I don't remember. But just like the adaptation could change shit, and no one wants to read from chapter 1. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Jesus Christ, that was probably fucking My Hero people probably started from like, I want to say like probably like chapter 290, 280 when the Shigaraki shit happened before season 5 came out. No, right after season 5, sorry. Black Clover after it ended. People did that with Attack on Titan. People did that with there's another one. Hold on, give me 1 second. There's another series I have, for example, like this. People are going to do that with Tokyo Revengers, JJK. And it's weird because some of those series you can work, but like sometimes, but it's just like, you don't really want to do that. There's 2 different properties or 2 different mediums. Why not just start from season 1? Oh yeah, Twitter's going to be a hellfire when season 4 part 2 comes out. It's going to be bad. I'm muting Attack on Titan straight up. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. None of it. And it just sucks that it'd be like that. I just wanted to get that out the way. Like, I know I was kind of like a little bit all over the place, but it just sucks how like just reception on certain mediums of a property can really just affect the whole overall series as a whole. And I think Bleach is honestly the strongest example of that. Especially with like the eye patch video and how big of an influence he has, and even in him reading the manga and still talking shit, it's just gonna reinforce that entire wave of people not caring. I know guys talk to where how really OP's animes handle. What? Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, everyone hopping on fucking One Piece's anime now. Everybody hopping on Watto's dick right now. Nigga, it was never always like that. Y'all posting these clips on Twitter and shit, trying to prove to people that One Piece got good when you should have just been reading the manga. And it's probably even worse for a lot of people's opinion on One Piece is they got to a certain part in the the anime, and it just immediately went into the manga. Like, that's probably even worse, honestly, because you probably got a bad experience going through the pacing, and you just starting it and going lightning fast now. This is gonna be weird. Wait, I'm tired of the anime being the most important thing I saw. Thank you. I agree. It sucks that it's got to be like that. Yeah, it really does suck that it's got to be like that. So I think it's extremely fair to say that if even I know that most people are not going to experience both versions, right? That's no one's going to do that, especially if you're not really into this medium. Some people just like looking at pretty colors. Yeah, that's fair. Like, most people aren't going to look at both, but I really wish they would, because it sucks that like people are going to look at this and just not fucking ever look at the manga. They're just gonna have the reception of the anime, spit that fact, and no one's ever gonna look at that series again. Hey, hold on, what example do I have real quick? Besides the one that I was using. Okay. Oh, I had to sneeze for a second. Ajin, for example, pisses me off. If no one in this thing knows, Ajin is my favorite manga of all time. I love it to death. It is one of my favorite stories I've ever read. It fucking radiates niggas only watching the anime. Cause Ajin, it sucks that fucking, that literally anytime you hear someone talk about Ajin, they're only talking about the anime. And it really sucks because most people don't know that the second season of the anime is anime only. and then it changes so much. It brings in shit from the manga and completely changes the tone of it. Niggas get introduced and it plays no part into the story like it did in the manga, and it fucking sucks. Sato's ending in the anime is fucking wild. The conclusion they made for K is fucking wild, and none of it fucking makes sense. Season 1 even changed some shit, even though I think season 1 is passable. Even though it changed up the ending, it's passable to an extent. But season 2, and the fact that people fucking dig season 2, because I do admit, season 2 has some interesting changes that I don't fully hate. But it sucks, because the manga does that same type of shit, just a million times better. And the thing that really sucks is most people aren't going to read the manga, even though it's only 99 chapters. Because niggas ain't going to read. They're like, already read it, already watched it, and they're going to promote that version of it. Because I think it already sucks when the series has a bad reception due to the anime, and you can't really change it. It sucks when the anime has good reception, and no one's going to look at, oh damn, that shit's pretty bad, but they're just never going to look at the manga. Because the anime did it better, right? Right? And like I said earlier in that TikTok server, the person in that server, his favorite anime is, I think it's Mob Psycho, or it's his second favorite, I don't know. I told him I finished the manga. Immediately told me the anime is better. He didn't read the manga, guys. Even though I agree with him, he didn't read it. That's what I'm talking about. Shit like that. You're just never going to experience a different version of the story that could possibly be better. And Ajin's one of my favorite examples of that, because I'm stuck when niggas telling me shit that didn't happen, and I just have to listen to this shit like, damn, this nigga watched the anime. And I'm just stuck on the same discourse about shit that don't matter because it's not really canon. Or it just never happened in the manga, which is the true story. Fucking sucks. I think Aisho fucking... I'll go on Aisho later. Fucking... Man. Sorry about that rant. That was just... I might clip this part of the stream and put it into a video, honestly.